The perfectionist paradox, the blueprint for letting go. Have you ever felt like your success isn't good enough unless it's flawless? In this episode of The Mind's Blueprint, we explore the self-sabotaging cycle of perfectionism and reveal the psychological blueprint for letting go of the need for an ideal outcome to find true peace and success. Mark was a brilliant graphic designer renowned for his meticulous attention to detail. Every pixel was in its perfect place, every color palette was scientifically chosen, and every line was perfectly straight. But his work came at a cost. He would spend hours, sometimes days, on a single logo, constantly re-editing, refining, and restarting. His quest for a perfect final product was a source of constant low-grade anxiety that felt like a tight knot in his stomach. He was perpetually behind schedule, and the pile of unfinished projects in his digital folders grew larger and larger. Mark believed his obsession with perfection was a virtue, but in reality it was a chain that prevented him from ever finishing anything. He could create a flawless design on screen but was completely paralyzed by the messy, imperfect nature of the real world. His drive for perfect had morphed into a fear of not good enough. His mentor, a successful but surprisingly low-stress designer named Elena, noticed his struggle. She saw a man trapped in a cycle of self-imposed pressure. She watched as Mark labored over a design only to scrap it and start over. "Mark," she said, her voice filled with understanding, "the pursuit of perfect is the enemy of done. You're so focused on the one thing that's wrong that you're blind to the thousand things that are right." She explained that while striving for excellence is a virtue, the need for perfection is a psychological trap. It's an illusion that tells us we can control every variable to create a flawless outcome. But life and art are inherently messy. The need for perfection, she said, is a defense mechanism, a way of avoiding criticism by never giving anyone anything to criticize. It's a fear disguised as a high standard. She gave him a three-step blueprint for embracing imperfection and letting go. If you've ever felt like your best work is never good enough, hit that subscribe button to join our community and discover more blueprints for your mind. Elena's blueprint was not about being sloppy, but about redefining what it means to be successful. Embrace the 80% rule. Elena told Mark to work with a new goal. His objective was no longer to create a perfect product, but to create a finished product that was 80% of what he considered perfect. The moment he reached that 80% mark, he was to stop working and send the design to the client. This simple shift in perspective was revolutionary. He found that the 80% he created was often 100% of what the client needed. He began to finish projects and started to clear his backlog. For the first time in years, he felt a tangible sense of accomplishment rather than just endless anxiety. Practice acceptance of the inevitable flaw. Elena taught him a powerful truth, that a project's flaws are often its most unique features. She had him pick up his old sketches and intentionally look for the flaws, the crooked line, the smudged corner, the accidental splash of color. She showed him how to see these not as mistakes, but as the raw human fingerprints that give a project its soul and personality. By actively looking for and accepting the imperfection, he released the pressure of trying to control the uncontrollable. Create a finished list. Finally, Elena had him start a new habit. Instead of a to-do list, he would create a finished list at the end of each day. Every time he sent a design to a client, no matter how flawed he thought it was, he would write it down. This simple act of acknowledging his accomplishments was a powerful antidote to his relentless self-criticism. He began to see his progress, and his confidence soared. Mark began to apply these steps diligently. He started finishing projects and taking on new ones with a newfound lightness. He learned that true confidence isn't about being flawless, but about accepting your flaws and celebrating your progress. He discovered that the most beautiful part of his creative process wasn't the final, perfect product, but the messy, beautiful journey of creating it. His stress levels plummeted and his creativity blossomed. You are not defined by the flaws in your work. By understanding the blueprint of your inner critic, you can let go of perfectionism and find freedom in the pursuit of done. Join us next time to uncover more of the mind's blueprint, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insights into the human mind.